Hello everybody, MrPBJ here today. Now I'm sorry I can't wear my striped jacket or a shirt that at least represents what I'm talking about, but we all know what I'm talking about. We all know that I'm a Sonic fan. I mean, like, come on, look at my backdrop. So, Sonic Mania Plus, is it good? Is it worth it? Yeah, it's pretty good and it's worth it. That is if you are getting it as DLC and you've already owned Sonic Mania. Because if you already own Sonic Mania, now let me just say, if you don't own Sonic Mania Plus, you know, go buy it, go get the physical copy, it's the better version of course. But if you've already bought the game, it's not worth it to buy a $30 game, you know, like, just because it has the art book and that's basically it in the physical copy. Like, it's not worth it in my eyes if you already own Sonic Mania, you know? Because honestly, you're kind of just wasting your money there. Sega's just trying to buy you for all you're worth, you know? My thought was that, you know, they could just put some exclusive content in there, you know, some behind the scenes stuff, like not only, you know, the trailers, but also put in, you know, any of the concept art that you made, put it in the game, like Sonic Mega, you know, Plus Collection, whatever that was back then. But, I mean, besides that, Sonic Mania Plus is actually a good addition. Now, the Encore mode, it's not too bad. I was able to, you know, beat it. Although it is actually harder, of course, and it could frustrate a lot of other people that aren't used to the whole Sonic, you know, gameplay. But honestly, it's alright. It's pretty fun. The only complaint that I really have with Encore mode is that, the whole switching characters thing. Now, I know that you can only switch between two, and you do have the other characters at your disposal unless any of your two remaining characters die. But, I don't know, something about it just like, if this is going to be a Sonic Heroes kind of way, I kind of want access to all the characters while I have them, because what's the point of having, like, more characters if you can't play with them, like, play as them unless you hit an item box? But then again, you know, it's whatever. I don't care. It's fine, you know, like, I can still play the game, and it can still make it fun, it's still functional, you know, and there's a lot of those boxes that switch the characters, you know, that you play, so that you can play and like all the characters at your disposal. Plus, it kind of happens where it's like, you know, you kind of need the character. Like, say for instance, you know, you only have Mighty and Sonic, and then there's like something up here, and you want to fly there. Then there's like that little switch up box, and then you hit it. You get Tails, or you get Ray, who can, you know, both fly. You know, it's pretty simple stuff. And that's really all you can say. Well, yeah, let's say that another good thing is that, you know, the backgrounds were changed a little bit. Some of the stage layouts were also changed, but it's very much at a degree that only, like, somebody who's been playing Sonic Mania for a long time would notice. Like, a lot of people who are just getting into it wouldn't really notice a lot of the changes that they really did for Encore, and maybe even the regular stages. But it's really cool. One of the things that they also did do was fix some of the glitches that would happen in the games. Like, it's like, yeah, they probably were paying attention at those glitches too. I'm not going to name any specifics, but, you know, it's just, wow, they really did fix the game. It sucks sometimes because, like, there's some things that you were able to get away with that kind of just feel like you really achieved something, you know? Like, you just figured something out, but now that you can't do it anymore, it's kind of like, oh, I can't do it anymore. I can't glitch the game out, you know? Like, why? But, you know, it probably needed those fixes because, like, honestly, if the game isn't fixed, then it's kind of broken, you know? Some of the things that they also did do, you know, and stuff like that was, of course, you know, change the color of the art for each stage. The only new stage that we technically get is Angel Island. Even then, it's still not that long. Like, there's only, like, one act of Angel Island. It kind of sucks, but I mean, who knows, like, all the rest of this stuff probably took a hell of a bunch of time in order to do. They probably are just like, okay, we got these standards, we're going to set up to them, and then maybe we'll do something later, but right now we got to focus on this. So, who knows, maybe we might get future DLC, but I'll talk about that later. Anyways, let's talk about the new characters. So, we have Mighty the Armadillo. I made a prediction video, so if you want to watch that, you know, later in the channel, just search through my videos. Anyways, we have Mighty the Armadillo. Mighty the Armadillo, of course, is invulnerable to attacks, spikes, only when he's in his ball form or if he's crouching down, which is actually pretty cool, especially without a shield, you know. And he also has a butt stomp move, a ground pound, if you will. Honestly, the ground pound is Of course, it's a thing that makes Mighty seem a lot more different than Sonic because, honestly, maybe if he just didn't have a, that sort of move, it would have made him feel a little bit too similar like Sonic. But, the ground pound move is kind of one of the most useless moves in the game, if I can say so. Like, it exists to only go through, like, okay, you can attack enemies with it, yes, and you can get through different areas that, other characters can't. But, I mean, like, yeah, it's kind of somewhat overall useless in the grand scheme of things. Of course, you can use it to find other secret things and secret rings and all that. Only when the opportunity hits you, Although there are those slight hicks where you don't have Mighty, and then there's a spot that you can like barrel through, but you don't have him because the character switcheroo thing isn't even around. So then it's kind of gives you that if feeling, It's like it's nothing too big, but it's just something that I noticed. But anyways, with Mighty, he's really cool because it gives you that added protection. It gives you that added protection that you need throughout a Sonic game so that you don't have to feel too scared when you're going through a stage. Considering the spike things. And in fact, it's kind of cool to like have Mighty like avoid spikes at all costs, Although there is something that you should know, when you do hit spikes, there's most times where Mighty will stay in a ball form as he's going through spikes, or hit spikes and then automatically uncurl and then actually get hurt at some points. Although sometimes when he uncurls, he does get his invincibility frames. I feel like every time you do uncurl and you land on a bunch of spikes, I feel like he should have invincibility frames, but who knows? Maybe he shouldn't. Maybe it just adds more, oomph to the character. And then you have Ray. Honestly, he has the biggest learning curve to his ability. He's able to fly, yes, but he's able to fly faster than any character in the game, which is actually pretty awesome. And of course, that's if you can master it. It took me a while to really figure it out. Nobody was doing any tutorials, which, makes you kind of feel like a boss if you learn it on your own. And it was funny because, like, I kind of just predicted this whole thing, whatever. Like, I got other ideas too for other characters. I mean, like, come on. Okay, so let's just keep talking about Ray. But for Ray, that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, he is more vulnerable because you can get hit, although you can curl into a ball after he's done flying. And one of the most weirdest things is that when you fly too high up to the ceiling, he automatically goes in a ball form and stops flying. It's probably just a way in order to have people not glitch out the game, which I guess, yeah, makes sense, but, whenever I hit that hick, it just, wow. But yeah, Ray, honestly, in my opinion, like, his character design, it's pretty cool, but for some reason, it's, like, weird, because I felt like Ray was a lot smaller than the rest, like Tails. He's at least, like, the same size or slightly smaller than Tails. But no, he's, like, bigger than Tails and he's the same size as Sonic. I don't know, it just really, like, irks me. And I mean, like, the whole reason why he probably is like that is just because they didn't want to make an entirely new animation just for time's sake, Like, maybe they'll work on it later. Maybe they'll fix it. But, I don't know, it's just, it's not consistent. Like, in the cartoons, he's smaller than Mighty. And in this, he's the same size. Like, come on. And Sonic Mania Plus, yeah, it's awesome, Something that actually was annoying is that, like, when you are getting the Chaos Emeralds again, because you're already still able to play Mania mode, and you're able to get all the Chaos Emeralds in Mania mode. So basically, you can play a Super Ray and Super Mighty basically pretty easy from the get-go, because in Encore mode, it's going to take a lot longer, of course, because there's a learning curve of the new special stages. And the special stages, of course, were a lot harder. Like, it took me so many tries in order to actually beat the 7th one. The 7th one is a sticking stone because it freaking sucks. But here's the thing. It's not very much worth it to collect all the emeralds in Encore mode, because all you get at the end, spoilers alert, just skip a little bit. But anyways, all you get at the end is just some, sort of thing that leads on to a bigger thing. With Eggman getting sucked into the Time Vortex thing, and then, what is that called? I don't even remember. Like, what is that? MacGuffin, But anyways, it's like, that's pretty much it. Just story convenience. And story doesn't really matter so much in a Sonic Mania game, so, I mean, like, would have liked Hypersonic. I mean, shoot, bring back any of the super forms. Like, God, there's not only Supersonic, but there's like Hypersonic, there's Dark Sonic, there's Dark Spin Sonic, there's Night Sonic. That's my complaint. Like, it's like, make it worth it, because I've already spoiled myself online, of the ending, because God damn it, people just really can't help themselves, and I can't either. So, I mean, like, make it a more gameplay focused thing, like, I don't know, yeah, just bring back Hypersonic. Come on now. I don't care if people are getting seizures. Just bring back Hypersonic. Jesus Christ. I've got an idea for, like, how to incorporate new characters into Sonic Mania. And not only that, like, what characters they should add next. Like, I'm excited for whatever the ideas that they have, but I want to make a video specifically talking about characters and what, like, changes I could present for Sonic Mania Plus. I mean, like, if they were to make another DLC for Sonic Mania Plus, what mode would it be? I really don't know. But, I mean, yeah, Sonic Mania Plus, it's worth it if you don't own the game, and it's worth it if you own the game and you're just trying to buy the DLC alone on the eShop. But if you're trying to buy the physical version while you still own the game, you're basically ripping yourself off in a sort of sense. Because honestly, they could have just put the art into the game, just had you collect some stuff. I really would have liked that because I play this game like all the time. It would have been nice, But whatever, like Sega's, they cheap, Yeah, but whatever. Anyways, see you guys later. MrPBJ's signing out. Peace. Oh yeah, Sonic Mania Plus. It was good. Oh wait, hold on, I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah. You don't stop drawing because you get old. You get old because you stop drawing. So keep drawing. Anyways, see you guys later.
So why didn't I flinch? Because the laws of science differ fundamentally from those of